Hello sa inyong mga viewers. So, I'm with Madam Arasha, and this is Aaron Run RYG. Thanks so much for tuning in and being on my page this time. So, we just had the virtual coronation of Miss Philippines Earth earlier this morning. So, what can you say about that, Madam Arasha? What's your take?
I think I'm a bit impressed. Not really impressed, but I'm happy that Miss Earth Philippines um production was able to hold the pageant or held the pageant amid the pandemic. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
very proud of them because the production is not that perfect because you feel that it's very boxed in a way that because it's a virtual pageant and it's online and it feels really edited that the first half of the pageant itself you don't feel any excitement at all
Mm-hmm.
because you can feel and you can see in the screen that it's edited. However, when it came to the question and answer, and then when they have chosen the top five, especially when each of the candidates were given questions, I felt
Mm-hmm.
um, a little bit of excitement because you can see that the girls are some of them are nervous to answer those questions, and you can feel that they're into it even though it's an online pageant. I love the announcement even though
Yes.
it's
That's the
virtual.
one that I
You
was
can see
about to say, like,
it.
the gulat.
Yes, no. So you can also feel the excitement, and I was actually nervous when um, the host Paolo Bidiones started to announce the winners, the
Mm,
runner-up, the Elemental Queens, because we have our own bets, and we
mhm.
are expecting some of the candidates, to win or to play. So um, I was quite happy to see that they were able to finish or complete the pageant this year.
Mhm.
And
Me as well. Mhm.
I believe that other organizations will actually have their own virtual or online pageant this year
Mhm.
because Miss Earth Philippines was able to do it
Mhm.
successfully. It's not that exciting like a live pageant. At least they were able to hold their own pageant without audiences, live audiences. So
I
it's what
certainly
they
agree. Mhm. Go ahead.
it's what they think. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm certainly agreeing. Like at first I thought I'm gonna be bored. Maybe because I'm not really into the introduction of the girls. I'm really into the pageant proper swimsuit, evening gown, and the question and answer. But I'm surprised. Yes, that kudos to GMA Network and also to Carousel Productions, the Miss
Very proper.
Philippines
Yeah.
production. Because there's some less advertisement and more of the pageant, the program itself. And I
Mhm.
like how they edit it, as what you said. It's seamless and it's fast pacing. So it's to say there's no dead air, no idle moment. And I really love Paulo Bidiones hosting the pageant. Like I'm
You
just
know, because you
staring at
think
him. I'm just staring at him for that 2 hours. He is really superb when it comes to hosting. What do you?
I think we just like him because he's hot.
He
He's like
is
a dad,
hot. Indeed, he's
hot
hot.
dad. But,
Yes.
Paolo is a
Mm-hmm,
great host, and he was
mm-hmm,
able to the show because he actually managed to um I forgot the term, but he was able to change his tone, his voice, just to make
yes.
sure that the pageant will be alive, even though it's a
Mm-hmm,
virtual or online pageant, and you can feel that, you know,
mm-hmm,
um, I agree with you that the introduction in the first half of
Mhm.
the pageant is a bit boring because
Mhm.
you can just watch it online.
Yeah.
The introduction, they could have done a little bit more, like the candidates could have presented themselves in a video or in a Zoom
Mhm.
video live before they were cut to the top 10, because
Mhm.
we haven't seen the candidates at all aside from the
Mhm.
introductions wherein they were posing in that um bird like Victoria's Secret inspired costume,
They
which
made
is
up paper
it's
plates
like
and
10 years
all
ago. The I have
recyclable
to say
material.
that they keep on doing that Victoria's Secret wing type costume
Mhm.
intro, which is very, I think it's already outdated.
Mhm.
Um, it's like anime or cartoonish
It's like
type bit,
ML, ML inspired.
inspired, or which
Mhm.
it doesn't seem modern anymore. So I think it was
Mhm.
5, 10 years ago. It would could have worked, but um, I I just hope that the candidates were presented a little bit better, like in a more cleaner background, and then they are
Mhm.
presenting themselves live one by one.
Mhm.
Because unfortunately, um, even though they were given a chance to present themselves during the online judging for the past few weeks in their
Mhm.
swimsuit, evening gown, talent, and national costume, they were not shown live on TV or national television. So that could have
Yeah.
been the chance, at
Mhm.
least show the
Mhm.
girls like, hi, my name is da 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 da, and this is my age, and I came from Ganon. They could
Mhm.
have shown girls one by one via Zoom or recorded, because
Yeah, that's really my
the
expectation that
presentation
it'll be
always is
Zoom
very boring.
via Zoom. Mhm.
Me too, me too. I thought, but I think it may not work that well, because Zoom will, the success of a Zoom based pageant will depend on the internet connection of all of the candidates. So that will be very difficult, especially if some of them were living in a place that has poor reception.
Mhm. And yes, and that's one of the important requirements. And we know that in that aspect, we're kind of lacking this time,
Hmm.
especially in an excellent quality of the connection. So there. So to sum it up, all in all, I'm really surprised and also amazed on how they like I'm able to come up with a virtual pageant. Congratulations to Carousel Productions, and also to GMA7.
Congratulations
They were
to
hand in
them,
hand.
because
I'm sure of that.
they were able
And
to crown, at least they were able to crown a winner amidst the pandemic, amidst the
mhm,
COVID-19 era, or
mhm.
period. They were able to crown a winner, and they did not wait, for
Yeah.
the pandemic to to be gone, or for the virus to be
Mhm,
gone, but were able to do it. So I believe
mhm,
that other organizations may follow them.
mhm. Yes, I am also certain about that, and that's our next discussion. But speaking of the crown queens, the winner and the elemental court, what can you say?
The winner, Roxy Bayens. I think she's gorgeous. Uh,
Indeed.
she's like very KF. She's KF, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure she's KF. Yeah.
Under Kagandang Flores. But most of Miss Earth Philippines winner are from KF naman eh. So I
Mm-mm.
believe that, I think she will do well, but she's a Binibining Pilipinas caliber as well. She
Miss
could have,
International.
yeah, Miss International type. Uh, she reminds me of uh
Ni Liza Senon and
Raza Zenon.
mm,
Roxy Banks reminds me of
Emma Tiglao.
Tiglao. Yeah, she
Yes.
reminds me of Emma Tiglao, but more um smaller face, I think. But she's gorgeous. She has
Mm-hmm.
striking look.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm,
I'm
yes.
kind of bored because I want someone to be more different somehow. But I think she's I'm not sure if I'm bored with her, or I'm not sure if I think that she's
I
a
guess
breath
you're
of
just
fresh air. It's a
yeah, I
mix
guess you're
of
just bored with
her
foreign
and
night.
bored. What? What did you say?
I guess you're just bored with foreign eyes. And the
Yes,
foreigner
I'm
Pinay.
working for very nice already because I want someone, or I want a crowned winner to be, more like a Pinay type, or a pure Pinay type girl, or Pinay.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I think
she's gorgeous.
she,
Mm-hmm.
she can improve on her communication skills, or
Yeah.
he doesn't have the same type of communication skills like Angelia Ong or Karen Impasco,
Just
the last two
lessen
winners Earth.
she has the comm
But
skills, just lessen the kaba or the hesitation. Some just answer with conviction and what comes to the mind first. That's the style or strategy that I could possibly tell. But she's angelic. She looks
very,
lighter. She looks vibrant. And she's a star, I could say. How
it's a
about
star.
one of the elemental cores, Patricia Santos from Daraga.
But Santos, this is, to be honest, I don't really follow the candidates of Miss Earth Philippines, but I can say that I'm surprised. I noticed and I was able to, see her, as in see her, because I think she's gorgeous. She reminds me of Miss um, Vietnam 2015.
Mm, yeah.
It's back. She
Mm-hmm.
could be a Binibining Pilipinas
Yes.
winner, or
Very
that.
bini-bini Pilipinas caliber.
Yeah,
Correct.
she's a very Pilipinas caliber. She has a very great body figure. Her figure is
Mm.
very sexy. She have a small face. Small
Yes,
face.
and we're gonna watch out for her with the upcoming patches.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. With an X.
Patricia Santos. That's
Hand.
the only, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only
Patricia.
thing that I
I like
read.
her. I like her. I like Patricia Santos, the first runner up. I love the announcement of when they were the only two
Yes,
remaining in the screen,
yes.
and they have Patricia,
It's
Patricia,
doing
and no, but yeah, she's very nervous. Patricia's very nervous during the announcement of the winner, when she and Roxy were the only two remaining in the screen, and both of the girls looked gorgeous. They both have
yes. Both
big
of
hair.
them are
Sorry, someone texted. Both of them have big hair, and they both look gorgeous. So the top two of Miss Earth Philippines 2020 are deserving to be in the top two. Both
yes.
were
That's
very
correct. I couldn't
very
agree
big
more.
PCI, like very big PCI, very
Yeah.
binibining Pilipinas caliber. So
Yeah.
we
Mm.
have to watch out, especially um Patricia. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be supporting her if she will be joining another pageant in the
Yeah.
future.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Patricia could have been another a representative to another international pageant like Miss Universe, Miss World?
Given the advocacies, the age and the height requirement, yeah, I'm seeing her in Miss Universe, Miss World, and Miss International as well. So in definitely we're gonna watch out for her. She can improve still, and she can think about the advocacies that she can push through, and also to be more unique, to be more natural looking, and the styling, it can still be improved.
To be
How
honest,
about
when
go
I
ahead.
heard her advocacy about sustainable backyard or urban planting, the only thing that I noticed that I don't agree with what she said is that we have lacking, or I forgot that she used, but um I I forgot the term, but she said that our
Shortage.
resources shortage. Her video, or her side video, where the VTR where she mentioned that there's a food shortage here, or food supply shortage
Mhm.
here in the Philippines. And I don't quite agree with that because there's actually an oversupply of vegetables in
Mm-hmm.
the that some provinces even throw their supplies or their harvest in the garbage.
Yeah, I also heard about that.
So there's
Mhm.
oversupply. So I don't agree with that. So I noticed that. But, she's gorgeous. And I think the judges were mesmerized by her figure as well.
Mhm.
Both
That's correct.
Roxy and Patricia have amazing figure, amazing color, skin color, amazing facial features. So
And
it has
the
out
factor that we always give high importance is the aura, the light aura when they are on
the light,
stage.
both of them are very light aura, even though it's
Very
not a
magaan. Mhm.
magaan in Tagalog. So very light, and you could feel that both are they have this aura of queen or a princess.
Just to give an insight to the viewers, what we meant for magaan is because there are some competing girls, that no matter how effort that they exert, it's like they look heavy. They are bouncing on the stage. They look heavy. Like I think that's in terms of their physique or their choice of color. So when we say it's magaan or very light, everything is in coordination. So that's what we meant. And from the word itself, it's light.
Not
Magaan
really
sa mata.
the coordination and the
Yeah.
proportion of the hair, with her facial features, her eyes,
Mm-hmm.
her makeup, her figure,
Mm-hmm.
and her height.
Mm-hmm.
So prime
We,
example is Patricia and Roxy. They are
mm-hmm.
both in Tagalog, in Filipino word magaan, or
Mm-hmm.
very light or finesse, or
Yes.
effortless. Both are
Mm-hmm.
very effortless. I mean, yeah, you can
Effortless.
see that
Very
they're
nice there.
nervous. You can see that both are were nervous earlier, but you can see that they're the aura that they exude are effortless. Is very
Mm-hmm.
effortless. I can see that they're
So, mhm. So these are about the winner and also one of the elemental courts. How about Shane Tormes, our girl
oh
from Miss
yeah,
Mandaluyong when we watched way
Shane,
back?
Shane. When we watch her, the first time that we have watched Shane join beauty pageant was about 5 years ago. Was that 5 years or 6 years ago? When we saw
I
her
think
join
that was
Mandaluyong.
2013.
That was 2013. Oh my God. So that was already 7 years ago. She
Mm-hmm.
looked quite different back then without enhancements yet.
Mm-hmm. Or I think it comes with maturity.
It comes with maturity and experience and financial
Mm-hmm.
capability as well.
Mm-hmm.
And your
Yeah.
drive to, win a national pageant. So when we noticed Shane 6 or 7 years ago,
It's really her
you
communication skills that really
catch
stood up.
her communication skill and her confidence,
Yes.
effortless confidence, and her effortless communication skill and her wit really shined. And we cannot forget how she answered that question during Miss Mandaluyong pageant. So I was really impressed by her, and I was
Me
glad
as
that
well. I'm so
she joined
impressed.
PBF and she joined
Mhm.
Binibining Pilipinas.
Since then, we already started following her and
Mhm.
checking her styling, her activities, and she's a better event host and also she is friendly. There are reviews coming up that she's really a Miss Congeniality. So good for her. And earlier when the Q&A, for me she aced the Q&A as well earlier.
Really, I don't feel it. I did not
Well, with
feel
her
the performance
spontaneity,
that we saw before.
With your spontaneity, I'm really into my ears are really into spontaneous girls, like,
Mm-hmm.
in spite of like stumbles or shortcomings when it comes to swimsuit or evening gown, if the girl is really spontaneous, that's really a big turn on for me. So for me, I totally admire her. I find it admirable earlier when she aced the Q&A. Well, so far so good. The pageant is concluded, and we are able to have like a girl that we're gonna look forward for the next Miss Earth. Could it be that we're gonna have a fifth Miss Earth?
I don't think so. But
Mm-hmm.
but going back to Shane, were you disappointed that she lost
Go ahead.
the pageant? Because a lot of people are expecting Shane to do well and to finally
Mm-hmm.
win a crown because
Mm-hmm.
she has been joining Binibining Philippines twice
Well, I
already.
thought it's her
She,
earlier. I thought she's gonna be the grand or the ultimate winner, but that didn't
you think
happen.
I,
So,
I don't feel that. I really felt that Roxy will take the crown.
mhm.
So I'm happy with the result, but I'm sad for Shane Tormes. I hope that she will join another pageant, but I think she's already 27 or 28 years old. I
Yeah,
saw online
it's
that
really up
someone
to
posted,
her.
someone asked how old is she. So someone answered the post that she's already 27 or 28 years old.
Yeah, it's really up to her. And Shane, if you're watching, just pursue whatever dreams you have. If it is joining again pageant, it's up to you. Do it because you like it. But if you like something else, I heard you say earlier on your eco video that someday you want them to have a pageant school of your own. If you wish to prepare for that or push through with that, and go ahead. You're a talented, you're a skilled person, so nothing is impossible. So there, so that concludes the Miss Earth for today, the Philippines Earth virtual coronation. Again, kudos, congratulations to the
Yes,
organization.
kudos to Miss Earth Philippines, kudos to Carousel Production for,
That's
at
correct.
least having crowned their own winner during the pandemic in a virtual pageant. I think that would. I know I was expecting that it will be very erratic or it will be
Yeah,
such a disaster earlier because
but it's really
I'm really imagining that it will be like a Zoom pageant that each girls will be presented one by one,
mhm.
um, in a swimsuit or in a gown. But I just realized that it's a good thing that it's pre-recorded.
So it's really done very well. So congratulations to them. Do you think BPCI or Binibining Pilipinas should follow that format?
It will be difficult for Binibining Pilipinas to have the same format like what Miss Earth Philippines did this past few weeks and earlier during their grand coronation, virtual coronation, because Binibining Pilipinas is a bigger sorry to say, a bigger
Yep.
pageant
Mm-hmm.
where they have more what do you call this, uh advertisers or sponsorships that they have to make sure that they will show online or on television. So they really have to think about how to balance the business and also crowning a new set of winners. Um, we have to bear in mind that they have lots of crowns. So they have like 4 or 5 crowns that they need to choose the girls very carefully. And
Can you
I
itemize
think
it? Like Miss International, Intercontinental. What's the other
grand
one? The Miss
international.
Globe and Grand International. Supranational, let's talk about that later.
Oh my gosh, that's another topic. Supranational is another topic, which we are still not sure if Binibini Pilipinas will
Mm-hmm.
be able to still keep the franchise or is it going to be
Mm-hmm.
transferred to another pageant
To the
here in the
other local
Philippines.
pageant, yes.
Yeah,
Because mainly viewers, guys, the reason being for that, the Mr. Supranational franchises with the other local pageant. So as the mother organization, the Miss Supranational, I think it'll be more convenient or favorable if the Mr. and Miss Supranational franchise of a country is in one holder. So that's just the reason behind that, of that like strong rumor that we're hearing. So let's see end of the year what's really gonna happen.
Okay. Yes.
Going
Because
back
I
to
want
Bini
I
Bini,
want Miss
go.
Supranational to still stay with Binibini Pilipinas because I want Samantha Bernardo to represent us in Miss Supranational. I
Mm-hmm.
think she deserves to be in that pageant. It's her it's
And
Sam
that's the
B's
one she
third
liked. Actually, she told the media previously that
that
she
she
likes
wants to
Supra.
Supranational. Okay. It's Sam B's third attempt to win a crown. So I'm really hoping that Samantha Bernardo will win this time. And I want her to get that Binibining Pilipinas supranational crown. That's why I'm sad. I will be very sad if supranational will be transferred to another franchise holder
Mm-hmm.
or another
Mm-hmm.
local pass. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, I'll be sad as well. If that happens, I will just start to think that, sorry for the background noise, but I'll just start to think that Miss Supranational is really meant for Mutya, for her to be inspirational, for her story to be heard, and to serve as an inspiration to others. But let's hope for the best. And specifically, like for Binibining Pilipinas, it's for them to either like come up with a physical pageant, providing that they follow health protocols like no audience, like physical distancing on stage, face
I think
shield. That's the
DPC
one that I'm
can do that.
imagining.
No, I think DPC I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And a live pageant or even a pre-recorded pageant on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have, this distancing between the candidates. The difficulty with that is they have 40 candidates that they have to be together in one stage, that they have to put together in one stage. And it's difficult for them to put them together in that place or in that area because that will be an issue when it comes to social distancing. So, what they can do is that they can hold an
Combination of
online,
virtual and physical.
we could have a virtual pre-pageant or preliminary
Mm-hmm.
events like what Miss Earth did. Like they will ask, like, let's say 10 candidates, like say in a particular day to parade in their gown
Mm-hmm.
and in their swimsuit, and it's taped. And then the judges, so after all of the 40 candidates have paraded or have presented themselves in swimsuit and evening gown, um,
Mm-hmm.
they should have their own set of judges who will actually pick the top 15 already. So come the finals night, they will only
Mm-hmm.
choose or they will already have an automatic top 15.
Yes, I agree. So there will be less girls on stage, not
Did
without
you get what I
compromising
mean?
a pageant
Did you get my
Mhm.
idea
Yes,
of having,
like they
so
would.
at least they could, they have a stage pageant. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
pageant that was held or in an actual stage. So
Mm-hmm.
in Aranet without any audience, but just the
Mm-hmm.
judge, and then the top 15, and they have their own. They are separated from each other on stage, and then
Mm-hmm.
the top 15 is the one who will just parade in the swimsuit and evening gown and question and answers. And from there, they will choose the winners.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. So the feasibility, like yes, there is, especially they still have an ample time, like they can really come up with how they're gonna do the pre-tape activities. So it's gonna be really like a combination of virtual and a physical pageant, minus the audience. Really without the audience this time, no physical audience. So yes, I think it's feasible, and if they're gonna like hold it next year, but there will be like pageants that will still be like held this year, like for instance Miss Intercontinental or the Miss Globe. If those will push through this year, I think